Like,
We in? We going?
I'd like an album, but I mean,
Yeah.
Everyone would like an album.
but like,
What
would it be
channel?
good?
Everyone would
Exactly.
like anything.
Like, that's,
People aren't
Over, dude.
I
specific.
damn near want a mixtape. Like,
Yeah.
over.
No, honestly.
Like, drop some on SoundCloud. Don't tell nobody. Like,
Yeah.
all I want is like
Facts.
maybe just like one little tweet to the side, a little throwaway.
Yeah.
Hey, I gave y'all some tracks.
yeah.
Like, I don't want no campaign, no marketing.
Yeah.
Don't go on every network television station and try to get me to
Don't
like
go
this
on
album.
every show
Yeah.
saying you love your wife and then get divorced, dude.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? We praised him when he did every song from Coloring Book on TV.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But like that's because the album was better. I don't know. Like that sounds so assholeish when I say it like that, but it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
It was genuinely better. Yeah, we need like Chance 4,
Nah, man.
the
I mean,
mixtape.
we're all about the music, man. If the music's good, we have nothing to
Oh
complain about.
yeah,
Like that
only
No
complaining
Problems
'cause I'm
on
still a
Ellen.
fan.
No Problems on Ellen. That's like
Oh.
that's a video I play back
Bro,
often.
they said Wayne didn't make it to the
Yeah.
to the rehearsal for that. So Wayne's first time coming out, like on
Was
that
that.
stage with that craziness of the people throwing the papers, was like that scene, and it's like he plays it perfect.
Yeah.
he's picking up papers, reading shit. He's like, it's like, dude, you look like you rehearsed,
Yeah.
and you weren't here. That's great, bro.
And he also had that like little switch up at the end too.
Man,
Man, shout
free
out
the
to him.
Carter. Niggas need the
Carter.
Carter.
Oof.
Yeah. Somebody want to intro?
Yeah.
Wow.
Intro vibe. I guess we all kind of.
Welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. Today, J-Treb, the human weapon, and the hacker, and DJ Bobby B
Hey.
are going to take you on a journey through whether or not the Switch 2 is good. So buckle up.
Fuck up.
And we'll jump right.
Oh.
I'm so glad you took the intro today.
Yeah. Nice.
Put on your seatbelts.
I've buckled
go,
up. We're in
Good.
here. I buckled up. We're in here.
Well, I'm hitting the gas on this one.
Oh. Sure.
We're full
How long
order
are we
for the
playing?
Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch.
How long do we play this?
Bring us in.
I'll
Bring
take
us
us
up to
in,
speed.
yeah.
What's the
then-
first thing we need to know about the Switch 2?
The Switch 2 was finally announced, and I think the first thing that we need to know is I think I hate leakers because of this.
Oh, yeah.
Because
The whole
the
thing.
only reason...
Sorry.
The only reason why I think Nintendo felt pressured to drop a very simple Nintendo ad was because everybody has leaked every piece of this product, and I think they were just like, look, if you all really want to look at it, we want to show it to you and what it's supposed to look like, which I appreciate them for, but I almost missed the pomp and circumstance of like a Nintendo Direct being the announcement, and I almost wanted that for this. Like, I have been waiting 7 years for the console. I wanted them to announce something, but I wanted something bigger, and this was very much a like, look, here it is.
Here, take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they did a great job of showing off every new feature on this console. Like, for people who complained about there only being one USB-C port, like, there's now another one at the top, which I think is fucking genius placement for ergonomics, like, off rip. Like, the Joy-Cons are larger, but not only that, they're magnetic, which is going to have, like, so many, like, I have so many problems with my, like, fucking Joy-Cons, like, sliding in. I can just slide them right out. Like, the buttons mean nothing anymore. The magnets would fix that and hopefully be, like, a replaceable part. There's obviously going to be, like, some new feature where you can, like, use an IR scanner that's on the bottom to, like, use them like a mouse. I'm interested to see what the fuck that's gonna be. Like, I don't know, it just showed off a lot of this console, bigger screen. Like, I don't know, it seems like it's really cool, but also like we waited 7 years for 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and that's the part where I'm like, I wanted more announcement.
Yeah, on a random
Dude, but
Thursday.
And it's got 10 million views.
10 million,
Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
and that's not including the extra, like I
Monday.
think like 2 million that's on the UK one that dropped too.
Yeah.
So it's like that's crazy. Like,
That's wild.
Yeah, but how'd you all feel about the console? I sent you all the like announcement as soon as I saw it. Like, and I think I was at work, and I was just like, "Yep, just gonna share that."
Yo. No, I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm sold already. That's all I needed. All I needed was like, all right, a little less bezel. It's all black. It looks cool.
Yeah,
The magnets now. Like, I'm gonna buy it.
true. What were you thinking, Parse? Another Switch owner?
100%.
Okay.
No, dude. It looks cool. Like, I think the main thing everyone wanted, right? Like, dude, who cares about form factor, right? End of the day, like, that form factor, like we knew it was gonna improve somewhat, and then the main thing we wanted was a bigger screen, right? And that's what we got, dude.
I wanted
I hope
that
the
extra
buttons are
I/O
better.
too. Yeah, I think the buttons are going to be
Yeah.
better. They haven't released any like specs on that, and that was obviously some 3D mock-up in that
Yeah.
video.
Yeah.
But like, I really do hope that they go with like better switches so that we don't have Joy-Con drift.
Yeah,
because
100%.
man,
Yeah.
that's like the biggest like
Oh, if-
bane of my
Also,
existence.
they do
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
bigger too, which
Yeah.
I feel like that'll help.
Yeah.
If they're just in size,
Hopefully,
just
because
bigger.
like
Well,
they
yeah,
were so
it
compact
feels
that like the parts end
Yeah,
up
it
rubbing
was like-
against each other.
yeah.
Like, because I ended up putting
Well-
like a spacer to fix it, but what happens is your Joy-Con slowly depresses into the piece
Yeah.
underneath it, so then it can't register going up and down.
Yeah.
Well, it just breaks the potentiometer. Like
Yeah.
potentiometers just break because
Yeah.
it's metal rubbing on metal, and
It
eventually they just don't work well.
It's just gonna go out.
Yeah.
Which like on the Switch, it's like the parts are so tiny and probably so cheap.
They need to be Hall effect joysticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
they wanna
everyone's
work
hoping
forever.
for, but like also it's like it's Nintendo. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm expecting the
They're
middle
not
of the
doing
pack.
Hall effect.
I was about to say I'm
joysticks.
expecting the middle
And
of the pack option. I'm not expecting the best. I'm not expecting the worst. I'm expecting the middle.
yeah.
Like,
They're not gonna do it like a PS5 controller or an Xbox
No,
controller.
yeah,
like,
no.
but I
for
do
that
think
nice
they will have a new
Neither
Pro
of
controller
those
that's
have
gonna be
Hall
nice, though.
effect
They don't.
joysticks.
But I think that they are going to make a nicer new Pro controller because they do
Yeah.
have to justify people
I would
buying
hope
another Pro
the sticks
controller.
are on that level though. Like they're not. I don't think they're gonna be like that. They're
If
not gonna
they
be
did
as
an
good,
Elite
but-
Pro controller that had them, I could see it being that. But it would be an upcharge
Yeah.
for Nintendo. Like they're taxing if they give you a controller that's
Bring
better
back
than.
the $300 controllers.
No, we can't do that. Not the same price as the
Xbox
systems.
did that.
They did. And
the
how many people bought it?
I think a good amount.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I
thought-
see them places.
Well, the thing is, I think that they just made it compatible for so many generations of console.
Yeah.
Where it was like like they've just been selling that same SKU for like years, and they're like, eventually someone will buy it. Like maybe it's like a Grail item for
Yeah.
hardcore Xbox players, but
No,
I don't
I mean,
see too many
I-
people who have it, like in life.
I'm sure people would buy it.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I might like even Nintendo did it.
Yeah.
I might be like, fuck it, I can justify.
I would consider it.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
fuck it, I can justify
Yeah.
it.
I would if it was $100, I'd maybe do it though.
Yeah.
If it was
Yeah.
$100.
The other amazing thing about the announcement was right at the end, they have a pop up that announced that all Switch games are going to be compatible
Yeah,
with
that's
the
sick.
Switch 2,
Yep.
which to me means like right now you should just go to the eShop and buy all of the cheap games that you like that'll play better on a better system. Like I
Yeah.
just noticed that I think like Hogwarts is like $10 in the Nintendo Switch shop. I was like, might have to get that because maybe I won't play it on this system, but it'll definitely run
Yeah.
better on the next system.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that from the standpoint of just
Dude,
like
I'm just wondering what the memory is
full
going to
back.
be like on this thing.
Oh,
Yeah, like let's say
yeah.
you do buy the e-store ones, they're all digital then, and
Yeah.
then it's kind of like
What-
dude, that's why it's like, dude, that's another bad thing. Is like I do like the cartridges, but then you have too many freaking cartridges. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
it's
that
too
kind
many,
of
like,
thing.
just things.
I 3D printed a holder for one game like box that holds like I think 10 cartridges, and that's the only thing that makes the cartridge carrying okay. Because like there's no cool way as an adult to have a whole bunch of game cards. Like that's just real
Exactly.
life. Like when I was a
Legit.
kid, I had the little like Nintendo Switch cases that were like see-through and transparent. Like that's cool, but like as an adult, I'm like I don't want to really
Yeah.
crack that out on the train and be like, let me pull out my fucking
Yeah,
Mario.
no, exactly. It's inconvenient. That's what it is. It's like I'm not trying to look through my bag,
Yeah.
find all these things, take this one out, put
Dude,
it. And they're
I
small enough
wish
where it's
they would-
annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish they would just let you use an SD card, man. But
yeah, like,
Yeah.
like if you just plug
the
it in,
game, people would be
downloading
stealing
everything.
games.
Yeah, the ROMs would be wild.
that gets so quick.
I was about to say
Yeah.
Nintendo. I think like I do still enjoy the fact that like me and like Rodrigo, we can trade Pokemon games like real life,
Facts,
hand a
facts.
cartridge over. That's like that reminds me of like old school like Game Boy days. But like the digital copies are just like superior for a system that's handheld. Like it's like
Yeah.
if I could, as you said, put everything on SD card, I just put like a terabyte SD card in it. Like
Yeah.
that would be way
Legit.
better.
Or they should run some kind of cloud system where you can just
Save it
like
online.
store all your games on the cloud
yeah.
somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Damn.
I would pay for that, dude. F it.
was about
Like
to
if I
say-
can just put unlimited games,
Yeah.
Why has Nintendo never
then
done
I'm
that?
down. Yeah,
Yeah.
Their
but
games are also
they,
so
I
tiny.
think all their cloud shit sucks. I think that's why anything they
Oh,
try to do
yeah.
on their cloud kind of sucks. So they just don't do it.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, they tried to do cloud gaming for like 2 games on Switch, and it never took off. And
No.
I think that's why they really abandoned it. Like they had Control on there, and I played a little bit of like the demo, and I was like, this is not the system for it, because I played it on like Xbox, and it streamed so much like better. Like you could tell that it just was never optimized for it. But I don't know. Maybe the next system will like be made for that. Apparently, if you hack the Switch and you put Game Pass on it, it does Xbox game streaming well.
Oh,
and I'm like, I
damn.
can't wait for the next one so I can hack mine.
Yeah,
because
that'll actually
that's
be
like a pretty
sick.
much just a cheap game streamer. It's like
Yeah.
buying the little like Logitech
Yeah,
G
no,
Cloud.
dude.
Yeah.
Once I get the new one, I'm definitely gonna hack this one,
Oh,
dude. But it takes like a little micro soldering, so I'm gonna need to get a microscope.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
For the
something
newer
interesting.
versions of the Switch.
yeah.
I wonder who's gonna hack the new Switch first. That's gonna be an interesting YouTube video.
Facts.
Like, because that person's gonna
Someone's
be like,
gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, put some.
They're gonna figure out real
stuff
quick.
They're gonna
like
be like, all you
They're
gotta
broken.
do is like press these 3 pins in with your
Yeah.
pinky, and then hit the X, Y, B, A, and then up, down twice. Like, it's crazy. The exploits on Nintendo are never normal.
Yeah.
Like,
They figure out within like I think the first few weeks always.
the second run of consoles always has like actual like physical safeguards against hacking usually.
Yeah.
Like that's why if you get like a first like run, it's usually the easiest to hack. It lasts longest. Like they don't get bricked as easy. Like I can't wait. New Nintendo is gonna be a good time. And this
Yo.
year too,
That's gonna be sick.
In April,
I'm
that's what they're
actually
saying,
so
right?
excited.
April.
yeah.
Yeah,
Which
all the way
hopefully
in
will be
April.
before Pokemon. Which
Well, it's probably going to be a launch game.
I don't know
Same
if they're
day.
gonna launch game Pokemon. It might be a holiday title. Like I
Like,
see
and
the,
no, they're gonna-
I
they're
see
gonna
like the
launch
console launching,
see it.
and then I can see the Pokemon
Yeah.
being the holiday title.
They're gonna launch something
April
along
will
they're
then
gonna
be
launch
a
with
year
the
Mario
Mario
Kart,
Kart,
right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
there's
they
new
were
Mario
they
Kart.
previewed a new Mario Kart on that
Yeah.
system.
Did they?
So
Yeah.
sneakily, like that was a map no one's ever fucking seen
Yeah.
before. They
Yeah.
had slots for 24 racers, which has never fucking happened before in Mario
Yeah,
Kart.
and
Yeah.
like
And
it's
they had
just
different
like-
courses on there.
Yeah, I was
right?
about to say, like,
Something
it looked more like the fucking hacked version people play on Wii.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
then it looked like a Nintendo product.
Yeah.
And, like, I was like, oh, shit, maybe there's a new Mario Kart. That definitely seems like a launch title. They launched the Switch with Mario Kart, but it was the one from Wii U.
Yeah.
And they've not updated that game since then.
Facts.
Classic.
Everybody still plays currently the
all of
Wii
it.
U
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Yo.
Dude, that company is crazy. Like, how are they making money on shit that old? Like, Breath of the Wild still makes money.
Yeah.
That was a Wii U game. They're now 2 consoles
crazy.
removed.
Yeah, it's
But it
ridiculous.
still looks beautiful though.
All they
It
did
looks
was
so
they
nice.
People are
upscaled
gonna
it.
play it on the new
Yeah,
Switch.
it
People are
looks
gonna
so
play it for
nice.
I think they
comparison.
just upscaled it on the last Switch, right?
Yeah.
On the
that's-
OLED,
yeah.
it plays better than it did like on release day.
Yeah. No, it looks
It's
so
like-
good on the OLED.
Maybe it's the attention to detail. Maybe they're just a company that actually goes back to like improve,
Yeah.
as opposed to the companies that kind of say they're going to, and then they kind
Yeah.
of give you like a half build. And they're like, maybe we'll be back.
No, dude. Yeah, like their hardware, like I mean, it's almost Apple. Like when they release hardware, like the hardware is like quality. It's just the only thing with the old Switch was like it just wasn't strong enough. That was the only problem.
Yeah.
So like if this is strong enough, no one's gonna have any problem with this hardware. Like it should work flawlessly. You know.
True. Discussion question on this topic. If you all had to take a guess right now, just like we come back to this episode some years from now, we had a 7-year run on the Nintendo Switch. I don't know how many years we had on the Wii U, but it felt way shorter. How long do you think the run will be for the Switch 2? If you had to take a guess.
Highly depends on initial sales numbers.
You're 100%
If they're
right,
good,
but I'm saying that's why
they'll
we're
keep
taking
it
a
for a
blind
while.
guess.
If they're good, they won't start
They're the
immediately
upstart.
developing a new console. If they're
Okay.
really bad through the rest of this year after April, including the holiday season, they're going to be like, oh crap.
But the 3DS
is gonna-
had a terrible start and picked up later.
Yeah.
The PS3 bad start picked up later. Consoles have a little bit of wiggle room for taking off late.
Yeah.
Not usually like from April through the end of the holiday season though. Like it'll pick up
You're
like
right.
a 2
Okay,
months
yeah. Because I
after.
feel like around the holiday season is when they do like the discount. Because I think that's what
Yeah.
they did with the 3DS. They were like, "Here's a $300 system," and people were like, "That's a fucking handheld." And then Christmas they were like, "160," and everybody was like, "I'll buy one." Like,
Yeah.
so I can see that.
Also, handhelds are a thing now.
Yeah, like the
everyone-
handheld, it's a
No,
market
it's
now.
like a-
Like,
They're bigger than anything
they brought
else
them
right now.
back,
It's like
bro.
an actual
Like
thing,
it's
yeah.
crazy. Like everybody loved that Switch form factor so much.
Yeah.
They brought
Yep.
Game Boys
People
back
aren't
and
getting-
made them way less convenient than a Game Boy.
Literally, they overcomplicated
Getting
the market.
and people aren't playing on PC. Like a lot of people are just doing these handhelds now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
or even
PC
buying it as a
has-
secondary console.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There's a lot
Just
of
like
people
when
who
I'm
probably
away
have a
from
PC
home.
at home, but they're like, yeah, and I also got this for like game streaming on the go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shit like that. Like I could see that like being like a very like normal thing for
Yeah,
people.
for sure.
And it's like I
For
feel
sure.
like the Nintendo Switch really kicked it off, and then when that Steam Deck dropped, it was like,
Yeah, the
okay,
Steam
so
Deck.
we know the range. You can
Yeah.
get something as weak as this or as powerful as this. Now let's kind of make shit in between and above. Like, and we've got everything now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I want to see if that affects the sales too, though. Like if somebody just invested a shit ton of money in a Steam Deck, but like I can't see them upgrading their Switch unless the games really.
Oh, but I
call
think
them.
that audience is different.
I don't
I
think.
think-
Yeah.
I
Not
don't
same
think if
audience?
you're buying a Windows one right
Yeah.
now, you buy a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're probably gonna get like the
I think like Steam decks
ROG
were more for
or-
people
Yeah,
who
but
are
I guess
willing.
I guess if you
There's
just
certain
bought a
around
handheld,
we- you know,
like would people just emulate? I guess because a lot of like people say even like emulation on other handhelds for Switch games is better.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can emulate Switch
Yeah.
on a
Yeah.
Steam. Deck.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the Switch is by far the lowest
Lowest
powered
yes,
it's the-
handheld.
It's the
Yeah.
bottom of the barrel. The only reason why it's not lower than the PlayStation thing is because you can play games physically on it.
Well, I
Like,
think the
but-
PlayStation thing has more processing. They just
Yeah.
didn't want to put a battery in it.
Reasonable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that too. Like, they
It's
were
also
like,
nice.
yeah, but if we want to actually stream on it,
Yeah,
we're gonna
the thing
kill.
is-
I
some
kind of
people.
want the PlayStation.
Yeah, no. it's
Everyone who
kinda
has a
cool.
PlayStation seems to want that thing. I feel like
Yeah,
they
it
really
looks
know their
cool.
market because I
Yeah.
don't think it's useful, but I also I'm a PlayStation person.
Yeah. No, I think it looks cool. Like
No,
especially
well,
because it's like
I
an
wouldn't.
actual
I'm
controller.
not gonna get it though. I have a PS5, but I'm
Yeah.
not getting it, bro.
Really? I
I
mean,
feel
I
like you
just I
have to
guess
play
I
it a
can't see
lot,
the use
too.
case.
Yeah.
Like if it only streams my console,
Yeah.
because like I can stream my.
I can lay in bed and watch apps without having to like sign into anything. Or,
But like
I
with
don't know.
Xbox, I can do that on my phone. Like
Oh,
or I can do it on my iPad.
To be honest, you want to know the crazier part? I want it. Rarely play my PlayStation. Rarely.
do you think you would?
I don't
play
think
the
it's been on.
Do
in
you
like
think you would play the
weeks.
PlayStation more if you bought it?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe it's just.
I
something
feel
you
like-
buy.
Might just sit nicely
Yeah.
next to it.
I feel
It's
like if I
something-
got
And
one,
then it has dust on it. You know,
I would have
then
to like
gotta
get it for
dust
certain
stuff.
games. Like I don't think it would be cool for every game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me, Rocket League, that.
Damn, that would be. Well, I mean, I prefer Rocket League on my Switch handheld. So it's like I think Rocket
Which
League is
is
probably great on there.
Totally wild to me.
It is. If I had
So
better Joy-Cons, it would be
completely
better.
and utterly wild to
It's
me.
just I'm right on the screen. Like I'm in the game.
Well, that part's fine. But why not the Xbox?
I mean,
Because you need a monitor.
It is the quicker response you can get in
that's
that
the
game, you will
difference.
get
Yes.
infinitely
I was
better.
gonna say, so the difference is the response time.
Yeah.
100%. Like I've not played on my
That
Switch in a
game
minute
is literally
because my new
only
Xbox-
response.
Yeah.
I would play on a potato computer with a wired controller before.
before playing on a Switch.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'd turn it down to like 480.
I mean, hey, I feel you. Response time is that game, but like, I don't know. It's cool driving a car handheld. Like, I can't
No,
explain
yeah.
it. Like, it's just really cool having the car right
Dude,
here.
remember when Nintendo got us all to sit there with fucking
Oh man,
Yeah.
steering
I kinda
wheels
want it
not
to come
connected
back.
to anything?
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
It might come back. It might come back with this.
Like, cause no, I mean, you can with the Joy-Cons, but they're too small now.
Yeah.
Like the size of that Wii wheel that they made for
Yeah,
Mario
it was
Kart
true.
was fucking perfect.
Yeah.
It was,
It
and then
was,
I
it
had
was.
I had a
It was
secondary wheel because I had another driving game where it was
Yeah.
just cruising, and I had like a yoke wheel for the Nintendo Switch control. I mean the Wii controller, and that one was for like chilling, bro. I could do like one hand on that bitch, even though it was floating in the air, so I had to support all the weight. But like it was nice. It was chill. I used to love driving on that bitch.
Sitting here like
Yeah, dude, I'd just be sitting in front of the TV.
your
one hand on
fingers
the
like
wheel.
falling asleep because
Pretty
it's got
much,
the
yeah,
whole
'cause
weight
I
of the
got
wheel
held
on
up
it.
the whole controller,
Yeah.
but I got a nice yoke
Dude,
here.
but I'm not gonna lie, man. Nintendo made people get off their ass, dude. Like
Hell
with the
yeah.
Wii, dude, you literally stood up and started gaming.
And it's
that,
gone.
that shit was
Well,
fresh.
do you know how
It's
many-
gone.
Do you know
People
how
are
many
like, we're
times
too
I
fat.
sweat playing tennis, bro?
Yo, it's just
Yeah.
Like real life was sweating, bro. In the motherfucker, like, bro, like Venus and Serena in the living room,
Broke a ceiling fan.
bro, for real. But like my uncles, my aunts, like I'm talking
Yeah.
cross generational. Like
Yo.
we were all like, I got next.
Yo.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, what you
Yeah.
think? Best of five. Like it's the
Yo.
only thing we run in this house. Like,
that
bro,
boxing
this-
game, baseball.
oh my god, bro,
All of it.
baseball,
All of it.
man.
Wii
Base-
Sports Resort, disc golf,
Dude,
Bro, come on.
golf.
Ping
We
pong.
Sports
Tennis
Resort
was-
dropped. It was game. It was
tennis
game
was a
over.
hell
the
of fun,
table
too.
tennis.
We
Tennis.
played the new version of that on my Switch a
table
few
tennis was
times.
really good,
the Switch Sports. I bought it.
Oh,
we put it
yeah,
in
but
my
that's
last
Wii
apartment.
Sports.
It's literally like fake Wii Sports, but like it's not.
It's not
it
the
doesn't have
resort.
The same, it doesn't have the,
The
same
resort was
like
different.
vibe.
The resort was so different.
It was.
Dude, the resort
You
was.
could go
resort had
on
more
bike
shit.
rides.
Yeah.
And you
Ping pong
just
was
sat
really
there
good.
with the
You can
controller.
fly around the fucking island.
Yeah,
Resort was
facts.
really good.
Bro,
Facts.
There was
man.
plane games where you had
Yeah.
3 balloons
Yup.
and you had to
Yup.
break the other plane's
You
balloon.
could do that like surfing, like the wakeboarding.
Yeah.
The only
Right.
Nintendo experience I ever had and enjoyed, and it's just been
That's
gone.
crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, dude, my
like
parents
that's where your
wouldn't buy me
fondness
a
begins and ends.
Yeah, bring back
My
a
parents
Wii.
wouldn't buy me.
Give me
I
a
still
fully
have my
motion
Wii. I
control.
love my
No,
Wii.
give me a full motion controlled new console.
No,
Yeah,
no one wants that. The
I
Connect
want
proved,
it.
the Connect proved no one wants it.
I want it.
You didn't buy a Connect.
Yeah,
You didn't buy
I never
PlayStation
wanted a
Motion
Connect.
Plus.
I didn't want that. I had a Wii at those times.
You did.
Connect is still pretty good, dude.
The Connect is a
like
The
great
Connect is
body
so
scanner.
creepy.
It is, but
Dude,
yeah.
you want to know why
It
it's
is
creepy?
very
Because it's a great piece of tech.
Yeah.
It's actually good at
The
what it
tech
does.
is so good.
It's
The
so
tech is so
it's
good.
so good
Yeah.
that we hate it because it's fucking creepy. Like I remember my first Connect. Every game I played on it, I was like, "This is fucking great." But
Legit.
then you leave it plugged in one time, you see it move up and down a few times, and you're like, "Fuck this thing. This is
Yeah.
weird."
Yeah.
Like
Creepy.
there's so many cameras.
Yeah.
I never
No,
used the
there was-
PlayStation one really.
Yeah.
I had it.
No.
I noticed that
No, the
because I
PlayStation one
recently
kinda
had
sucked.
to.
The PlayStation one sucked. I forget what it's even called.
PlayStation
Portal.
View.
Or View.
PlayStation Motion.
What's Portal?
Move,
PlayStation
move.
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 And then you got the controllers with the wands on top.
Yeah, with the
Yep,
bubbles,
little ball.
the light
Yeah.
up bubbles.
Yep.
They squished.
Apparently,
They
the PlayStation VR was fucking
thought it
great.
was
Like as far as the
The
quality.
PlayStation VR is like up there in
Yeah,
VR
but like
headsets.
apparently people don't.
Both
like,
of them are.
like using it though.
There's
Like-
a new one.
Oh, I didn't know there was
There's a
two.
VR too.
But like I remember because this one shop used to have one, and I remember using it there. Aslan used to have one, and like bro, I used to just sit in that because I was like, this is just such a nice headset. Like it feels futuristic. PlayStation really.
Yeah.
I love the way their design language is. Like everything looks like it's not this time period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Were you? Did you ever have a PSP? You weren't a handheld
Yeah,
person
dude,
at
I
all.
got I had a
Never.
Never a
had a
handheld.
blue
Is
one.
Nope.
crazy.
I had a blue one.
New
I
PSP was
don't
cool.
get it.
PSP
was
the
not
best.
an
that big
iPad
fan
kid.
of PSP, though.
That's wild.
I wasn't that big.
None of us were fucking iPad kids. The iPad came out when we were all not kids.
That's what our version of iPad kids were.
Game Boy kids.
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I'll give you that.
What,
That was
what's the
definitely-
definitely-
big one
PSP.
that looks like a TI-84?
That was Game Boy.
Which Game Boy?
Oh, that's the
There's
Game
like
so
game. There was a second
Game Boy
one.
is the big gray one.
Yeah.
The Game Boy Color is the one that was
Also a
like
big
translucent.
gray one.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't gray. It was
Same
big.
size.
It was big, but it was smaller. It was
Yeah.
it was not the same
No,
size.
same
The
size.
original one had a green fucking screen, dude.
Exact same
If you
size.
saw them right next to each other, literally one is bigger than a calculator, and the other one is like a little bit smaller than a calculator. I'm so serious. I'm telling you, I've held them. I know.
I've held them.
But like it's the color Game Boy Color is not that large. And the colors also, it's like it doesn't look good. Like, and then Game Boy Advance, they turned sideways, and then everybody started doing sideways things. Then SP clamshell, then DS, and then DSi, then 3DS,
goated.
2DS, the new 2DS, the new 3DS, and then they kind of backed off handhelds until the Switch. But they started with the Game & Watch, which was actually based off a calculator. Woo.
Hey.
Handhelds. I loved handhelds. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
no,
my
they're
mom
sick.
would not buy me a TV console until the Wii. Like the Wii was the first TV console, and I really wanted a fucking PlayStation.
The Wii was my first console.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
started
Wii was
Nintendo
my
and then you
first one.
left. It's like, man, you started
Yeah.
on the light side, then you went to the dark side. It's feeling very.
You want to know why I left?
You left the good side of the Force.
I was tired of them telling me what to do.
I'll give you that.
I like freedom
Yeah.
of thinking.
Nah, I
The
wouldn't go
ability
that
to
far.
make my own decisions.
I wouldn't
I
go that
guess.
far.
Free will.
Free will.
I don't know how much more free will you
I
got
don't think,
on
I
the
don't think
PlayStation
they're
Oh,
side.
controlling
so
your will
much
in
more.
any way.
So much more.
They're not controlling you at
Well,
all.
I went to PC, so
Okay, yeah, but like that's future. You didn't get the
I
PC
just,
until college.
I just own a PlayStation because Sony's jerks and they only have some games on there.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Xbox. That's why I love having an Xbox around.
No, but that's the
I can
whole
play all the
competition.
Xbox games though.
Yeah, because you're
Xbox
getting
is
Yeah.
just
competition.
in Windows
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
It is. But like if Halo like switched over to something like a PlayStation, I probably wouldn't care about systems anymore. Like, but I feel like it's like those are like it's my really big Xbox game. And then they got me with Game Pass. It's just a good service.
Yeah, Game Pass. Yeah.
Game Pass is too fucking good.
Game
Like,
Pass.
I
Absolutely.
might have that, maybe.
might have that maybe it's crazy.
Don't know.
Yeah.
I canceled it at one point. Did I restart it? Who knows?
Yeah. Well, if you buy an
No,
Xbox, they just give you that shit.
Yeah, I know.
They just they give you
But
the
yeah.
ultimate version.
I am worried we're gonna find out the Switch 2 is still underpowered.
It probably is.
I was gonna say, I don't even think I'm worried
Yeah.
about that. I think I expect it.
Yeah.
But I also expect, and maybe this is a large expectation, but like since Nintendo took so long, I expect all first-party titles to be great.
Yeah.
Like, and I
But
feel
that
like
Pokemon game.
also, yeah, I feel you. But like, also that Pokemon game had other issues because of the developers.
Will that
being
run
different.
on the Switch 2?
It
Is
will
that
run on
a
the Switch 2.
requirement
Yeah.
for everyone?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
that
so,
needs to actually work.
my thing is they've been upgrading that game since it released because they were mad at the publisher, like
Yeah.
the company that did that game. So like the next game that's slated is from the last company that made the game we love, like Arceus. So
Yeah.
even like I expect that game to play great because they had a game that played great on the last system.
Mm-hmm.
So like honestly, if Pokemon fails on this system, that might be the telling, like, oh yeah, this is only gonna last 3 years, and they're gonna have to fucking PR switch,
Facts.
like they're making the 4DS, like like some shit like that. 'Cause-
I don't think it
40th
can. They just farts at
40th.
you.
No,
farts
no,
little
I was
smells,
just
or
being,
sprays you with water.
I mean, I was obviously throwing a random number out there.
So
Like,
if anything, they should go to 5. They should
But-
skip 4.
No, but
IPS.
they can't just make the
IPS.
numbers higher.
yeah, I was about to say like,
It's
I mean,
a 3DS because it had a 3D screen.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, but
It was the third DS though as well.
That's okay.
But also
it's
the
3D.
2DS is not the second DS. It's just the
Two
DS without.
screen.
No, it's the DS without 3D. It just doesn't have 3D. That's why it's called the 2DS.
What was the flat one that looked stupid?
The 2DS.
Oh, that was that.
But,
Yes.
then there's a clamshell version of the 2DS called the new 2DS, which is the 3DS without any features for 3DS, and that's the most popular DS that they ever sold. Like the resale on those is crazy. There's a Minecraft one that I want so bad. It looks like a fucking Minecraft brick, like it looks like a grass brick.
Dude, I want to just get my classic DS Lite. I used to have a black DS Lite.
Yeah.
Beautiful, dude.
I got one of those.
Those were crispy, dude.
And I got the
Those were
gray big classic.
Zero interest in walk around gaming.
No.
Love it, man.
I still want to buy a blue PSP because I had
Ooh,
that. I had that. I
you
still
re-
want
did
it.
you ever see the purple one?
Yeah.
The deep
Yep.
purple fucking
Yep.
PSP.
Yep.
Oh, that was a nice one.
No, dude, there's all these. You can get all these different cases now too. If
Yeah.
if you just mod your own and shit like that.
I'm
like,
surprised
you
the
can make it look-
PSP didn't continue as hard.
Yeah, no.
Like I mean,
'Cause
with
the
how much
Vita sucked.
modability it had hella cases
Yeah.
and it had hella shit. The Vita killed everything, and
The
that was like
Vita
the
was
first
just
real
so
digital
bad.
console.
Yeah.
That was the console where you could put every game on an SD card. And
Yeah.
we just
Yeah.
didn't want it. We
Vita?
just didn't want it at that time.
It was ahead of the
every
of the
game had
time.
to be on an
No,
SD card.
PS
No, it
was
didn't.
lit, dude.
The PS
It was
Vita,
lit.
really?
It had a little
it had
disc
it
in the
had like
back.
a-
it was
yeah, it
a
had flat.
mini disc.
The PSP had the mini disc. The PS Vita
Vita also had
is
one.
when they got rid
Vita
of the
had
slot.
that. Vita had the card. Yeah.
Oh, I
You
thought
could
it
put a-
still
No, I
had
swear
a
to
Yeah,
disc
I
God.
thought-
card.
I
I
thought Vita-
swear, dude.
I thought you could still put
No,
like
dude,
the
only the
PSP.
classic,
It had a
the
PSP
classic
disc?
first
Yeah.
PSP had the disc in it. I don't
Yeah.
think the Vita had it.
Also,
the Vita didn't have it.
Sony was not smart for designing a disc reader in a console that would walk around constantly.
No, because exactly,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the disc wasn't good, so they took it out. I'm pretty
I
sure.
feel like
I'm pretty sure.
they should have attempted to do what Nintendo did and make cartridges, but they also, since they were Sony,
Yeah.
had the biggest market of discs.
Yeah.
Like they helped create the format
They
of
were-
DVD, so it was like,
they were the
fuck it,
player
we're
guys,
here,
yeah.
and that's why they had
They
everything
did
coming soon to
DVDs,
DVD and
players, all
PSP.
that.
That was an era
Yeah.
that only a few of us remember.
Yeah.
Dude, and that goes back to that video, Josh, you were talking about. Remember, like how they can't make small CD players anymore because only Sony makes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were the
CD
only ones
player.
making it. And that, like the second they stopped making it, no one fucking
Yeah.
makes them anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like that's so much power. Them and Philips. But like who cares about Philips anymore? What do they do? Do they still make
Philips
shit?
do things.
What
The
do they do?
Hue.
Oh, the
Yeah,
light.
Hue.
They switched to the light game. I
They're in the
forgot.
light game.
Yeah.
They're like the main known light bulb.
Philips.
They do other things.
Yeah. Like washing machines, dishwashers. I think they do.
The
I think
PS
they
Vita
do-
Do they
was the
make either
first-
of those things?
I think they do
The
appliances.
PS Vita was the first console with no disc drive.
Yeah,
Like, no,
yeah.
like
true.
no ability for games. Like it was
Yeah,
only
okay.
a micro SD.
Yeah.
Which I think they gave you a
Yeah.
32 gig on start. And those games
Yeah.
weren't
Dude, that-
small.
Dude, and the Vita failed for some reason, but
Because people
it
weren't
looked
ready
cool
for
as hell.
digital only,
It looked
man.
cool as hell, dude. Like
Yo,
I
it was
remember
its
it when it
fucking
came out.
time.
I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
it
I
was
wanted
sick.
one.
It was the
I
one that
wanted one when
slid, it was the one that
Same.
slid up and shit.
Yeah. It
Oh.
looks so cool.
100%.
They had an Assassin's Creed game they advertised on that bitch that I remember so vividly.
I don't think they
Yeah.
do either of those.
Either
Oh.
or what.
They don't do any appliances?
Who? Philips?
Is it just lights?
Philips did receivers and shit. What else did they do?
Accessories, automotive,
What did you think
sound
they
and
did?
vision. He said washing machines and dishwashers.
Yeah, I was like appliances maybe. That was just a
No, you're
Nah,
thinking
that
of
might be Samsung.
no.
Whirlpool. Am I thinking of
Whirlpool does
Whirlpool
those.
does
Yeah,
those.
it's kind of in the
Samsung
name.
does
It's
it
kind of in
too.
the name.
Yeah.
or GE or
Yeah.
General Electric.
GE.
Are you
General
thinking of them?
Electric.
Bosch.
Samsung is the company
Yeah.
that does everything.
Samsung.
They give you a
Yeah,
phone and a
Samsung
washing
does it.
machine.
Yeah, and a
insurance.
TV.
And
They have
and a
insurance in the
fridge.
country there.
Right? Don't they got a fridge too?
Phone,
Yeah, they got a
washing.
fridge.
Do that. Is there a Samsung toothbrush?
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. I
yeah.
guarantee it. Like honestly,
pretty
Samsung,
sure.
there is a Samsung everything.
Yeah.
Samsung
Dude,
pretty
if
much
you-
owns the like wherever
You look
in
at
like
the
Korea. I'm pretty sure they
Samsung
own
website,
most of the country.
and it was just AI. It just had AI on every device.
Bro, everything. Samsung is that company where it's like if the world gets taken over, it's because everything in Samsung is bugged or some shit. Like
Yeah, dude,
that's
it's
the AI that
like
kills
that
us.
Skynet.
Well, I'm just saying it's
It's like
too many
that virus
products.
from Silicon Valley where it like
Yeah.
installs on everyone's fridges and just
Your
takes
washing
them over,
machine, your fucking fridge, everything, bro. They start using all of our devices to create a network.
Weaponize the fridges.
That would be great.
But people
dude.
have-
Think
people
about
have
it though.
actually
They
been
just
hacking
slowly
into
kill you with
our
your
fridges.
food.
They just toss a yogurt at your head every time you open the door.
I was thinking
Wild.
more like they just intentionally let the food spoil that would kill you, and then like in a shorter amount of time.
I would notice.
I feel like maybe
Yeah, I
you
feel
would,
like you
maybe
would
you
notice.
wouldn't. You know,
How do you eat spoiled food and not notice, Josh?
Yeah, it's just like nasty.
I don't know, man.
It stinks.
Food is not like it spoils,
Yeah.
but there is absolutely no change to it and it tastes just as good.
Some things spoil differently.
Name one that
I
does
don't
what
fucking
I
know.
just
Don't
said.
give me the name one, bitch. You know I didn't have one.
Name one
You know I didn't
singular
fucking have
one.
one. You know I didn't have one, okay? I'm just saying there's certain things.
I just
guarantee
wanna
if we
know
look,
a
we can find
single one.
I guarantee if you look for something, you can fucking find it. Where it's like that becomes toxic after a little while and you don't notice.
Fried cheese.
I think you notice. Cheese?
Cheese is
like
already
cheese,
a
you
fucking
notice.
It's already a
aged
mold.
cheese.
You notice when cheese goes
No,
Look,
aged
but look,
cheese,
hold
not
up,
like
hold up. Hear me
mozzarella.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. You go on vacation, right? Your fridge knows you're going on vacation because it knows your itinerary because the AI is hacked in, right? Okay. When you leave, it fucking just like stalls out the meat in your freezer or some shit. So it like it's fucking gross, and it's like if you ate that, you probably get sick. Then it refreezes it really fucking quick before you
Nah,
get
I
back
think
home.
it's so-
When
Let's
you
still be bad.
when
Let's
you
still be
go
bad.
to cook it,
Yeah,
it's
it'd be
not
bad.
gonna smell good. It's
Yeah.
gonna smell like
What if they
cooking
just what if they just get it?
roadkill.
What if they just get it
Yeah.
right to the point where it would fucking kill you? But it's like it's not the worst it would be.
Then it wouldn't kill you.
There you
No,
go.
the only thing where that could happen is an oil-based thing. You could potentially get botulism. I think that's something you wouldn't notice.
Okay,
like
maybe
if
it
it had
just fucking
botulism.
throws yogurts.
Yeah, it could have a yogurt chucker. It could have a can of soda chucker.
Or it could slowly
Just
start,
launch
catapult.
soda cans
Yeah.
at
or
your
it could slowly start.
Well, I'm
mixing shit
thinking
into
like
your
one of the
water.
features is a
It's got, like,
tube to
purified
hold all the
water
cans,
section.
but it can shoot them out of it. So
What if it's got like it just starts
we
putting?
should make this fridge.
It starts putting some of its coolant into your water and shit.
What coolant?
I don't know. What do refrigerators use to keep cool?
A
Is it-
gas.
Oh, will it kill you? I don't know.
Freon.
I mean,
uses-
yeah, they kind of use Freon. It's not really. It's
I don't
like
fucking
a
know what's in
chemical
there. I've never
compound.
cracked one
nowadays.
open. I don't fucking
Use-
know.
what do they use?
Yeah, I don't even know
It's
what
this
it is now.
chemical compound. I can't say its
Will it
name
kill you if you
without
drink
looking at it. You can't drink it. It would kill you if you
gas.
drink it because it would freeze your insides because you made it a liquid.
That's crazy. That's how
It's
your
like
fridge kills you.
drinking. It's
Fridge kills you.
like liquid oxygen. If you
just
drink
drinking
liquid
oxygen.
oxygen, would you die?
Yeah, pretty much. But that's what I'm
I
saying.
actually, would
Let's see
you?
what happens.
What would
I don't
happen?
know.
Would you
Yeah, I don't
explode
know
as
what-
it boiled
what would
off in your stomach? Would it even make it
Oh,
like
Yeah, I
cold
was
on
about to
the
say, how
way
long
down?
would it make?
Yeah, probably
like how
too
long would
hot.
it stay in liquid form? Is the
Well,
bigger
would it
question.
even make it cold on the way down? Because like you're drinking it and your tongue's going to be so warm that there's going to be like a boundary layer of
hydrofluorocarbon.
steam, and it's not
That's
actually.
what they use to like for
Hydrofluorocarbon.
refrigerators.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, then nothing would happen. It's just carbon,
What?
No.
right?
No, you would get fucked up, dude.
It
Yeah,
is
it's
not
basically-
just carbon.
It's hydrogen.
Second, you do
That's what-
not just breathe
I was
carbon.
gonna say, hold on. There's a
Yeah,
couple
there's
things in that
hydrogen.
mixture.
Yeah.
No, they pass the air through. They pass the air through like pipes that contain this cooled gas, right? And then it
Don't
cools the
puff
air.
charcoal.
That's all it is.
It's carbon. You're good. What carbon-based
So they
life
just
forms,
compress
man?
They just compress the gas and then it cools down, right? And then basically, that cooling is the fridge.
You compress it and expand it and then cool it.
Your fridge can just fucking blow up and kill you. You just wait till you're grabbing something out. And
That's
just be
not how that works
you can
either.
kamikaze.
It's not gonna like explode.
Or
it's not a flammable gas.
Not at like- not at like high
you reach
pressure.
in the freezer and it just like
Not at high
completely freezes
pressure.
your fucking hand off. Just gives you a quick.
Okay, what
Quick
are
little
we
freeze.
now?
I
What
don't
are we
think
now?
you-
Instant
instant.
freeze your hand.
Yes, we are,
It's the
man. I'm
freezer.
telling you.
It's got a cold ray, a freeze ray,
Yeah, it
and a
does.
freezer.
Yeah, it does.
What are we powering that
Freeze.
with?
I mean,
It's
whatever.
gonna take at least 2 gigawatts.
Gigawatts is crazy. Gigawatts is crazy.
No, dude, for something to do that, it would have to remove the heat so rapidly, right? So how do you even do that? There has to be a
You
physical
don't.
process.
That's the whole
that
thing.
It's a
removes that
smart
heat that-
freezer. It's smarter than us.
It just knows how to freeze.
If we can't build it, it wasn't put in the freezer.
Yeah.
You don't know,
Like-
man.
Eventually we'll figure out a way where we can control entropy, right? If we can do that, then we'll be able to do some crazy shit like that. I think that we're a long
I
way from
think
that.
we
though.
just need to not
Just the ice
do
going in
crazy,
there.
insane things with science. We can do some cool things, but
But
like
not
No, I mean,
insane.
imagine if we could-
AI,
I mean,
get
once
rid of
we
that.
Control entropy,
Get
we
rid of
basically
that,
control time.
What?
If we control entropy, we basically control time.
Maybe
How the fuck did we
if
get
it
here?
obeys that,
It's got mad interstellar
because we don't
mad
know,
quick.
because we don't have it. What?
So it's got mad interstellar mad quick.
What are you talking about?
Like we immediately went to controlling time.
I think of Interstellar as like the guide. You know,
Yo, what?
I don't know where you're going on this Nolan bro rant you're about to start.
that's basically how the universe works. You
Oh,
cannot
of
tell me
course.
different.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
I'm actually, that is so not true. But for right now, for this bit, that is true.
For this bit.
For this bit I'm dedicated to, we're holding these truths.
So basically, if you fall into a black hole, you're just going to end up in a string room. And then you get to play with time. Hit them back around.
I mean,
see
like, obviously,
everything.
I'd argue the artistic freedoms come in around that part of the movie.
Yeah.
They did their research.
I mean,
Did
yeah,
their research.
but like they also made models based on theory still. You haven't jumped
Yeah.
in. You haven't jumped in.
I just said I accepted their theories.
You said it was the guide.
Yeah.
To quote Metropolis.
Yes.
You said
The
it was
guide.
the guide. You said this is.
No, I mean,
this is
you
my
have no
North
idea
Star.
what's happening, right? Because technically, right when you enter the black hole, time stops completely, right? So who knows what the F happened?
That's
what does
the
that mean?
question.
What does time stopping even mean? You
No
know what I'm
Who
saying?
time.
has these questions? I don't have these questions. I don't give a shit about these questions.
Well,
So no one knows
see,
what's going on, dude.
The problem,
If somebody could sling you into a black hole, would you do it?
Yeah. Oh, depends how old I am. Depends how old I
you
am.
just immediately,
So
Depends-
fucking quick.
without thinking,
So I was
said
asking
yes.
Bob and you went.
That'd be
Throw
sick.
me the fuck in.
Like,
Are you,
Yes.
wait, are you okay?
Yeah,
I was about to say,
No,
this
no,
is
no.
life
That's
that
why- that's
bad?
why I was like,
Like,
I was
what's
like,
going
it
on in
depends
your
how old
life
I am.
That
It
you
depends
want
how-
us to slide you into a
Movies use that as nightmare fuel.
No. Like,
You're
if
like,
I'm
send me in,
This is the
boys.
basis of most
I'm
people's
ready.
fears.
like if I'm like 80, I'm gonna be like, yeah,
Crazy.
send it.
Oh
That's
yeah, we'll
caveat.
chuck you in
That's
there.
such a
Yeah.
caveat.
Let's just
Oh
check
my
it
God,
out.
you're
No,
not-
that's not a
You're not
caveat.
making it out of the fucking
Yeah, that's-
stratosphere.
You might have another
Yeah.
220
I'll be like, yo.
years.
He said yeah too quickly for 80. He said yeah way too quickly for 80.
I agree
Would
with
you ever
that.
go to a black
Maybe-
hole tomorrow? Like
I'll-
that's how I
no,
took
no,
I'll
that.
no. Not
give you.
tomorrow, not
I'll give
tomorrow.
you if it's like I got surprise diagnosed with super advanced cancer. I die in 20 hours. Then do it.
20 fucking hours?
Yeah, that's the
I don't
level
think
it's
there's enough
got to
time
be
to
at.
get. I don't think there's enough time to go from
Yeah.
right here to space.
I'm
Hey,
assuming we're a
get to a black
spacefaring
hole.
civilization at this point.
You really have to assume that. That really has to be a hard assumption here.
Why?
Because
Yeah,
there's no
you'll
Make-A-Wish
magically
for
get
that
to a
one.
black hole.
SpaceX is a thing now.
SpaceX is not doing Make-A-Wish for black hole shots.
They could get a rocket ready to go pretty quick.
We don't have wormholes.
Where's the black hole?
Yeah,
Where's the black hole right now that we're shooting
Well,
in 20
that's
hours?
the problem. That's the real problem.
Can he get
right
there in
now.
20 hours?
That's why
Can
spacefaring
he get
civilization.
there?
He couldn't get there in his lifetime right now. Spacefaring civilization. It needs to happen. We need like light speed and stuff before we can shoot him at a black hole.
Don't turn 80 until.
Yeah,
we
until
have
light
the-
speed.
yeah, you know.
No,
That's a
see,
light
you'll be
speed.
good though, because by the time we can do that,
You
people
think
will be
we're ready to
living to like
spacefaring civilization in 60
454
years?
when they die. What?
Dude,
In like 55
Nate,
years, you think
No.
we're gonna be spacefaring
What?
civilization?
No, they can just turn him back to 80 once we get there.
That was
'Cause, like-
crazier. That was crazy. That was a crazier answer. I almost wish you just would have said, "Yeah, we'll be in space by then."
Well, I
they're
trust
gonna
that.
de-age him to 80. De-age
Well,
him all
if
the way
I
to
want
fucking
to trust
80,
that
80
technology
might be
will help
young.
me live to be like
de-age me to fucking
200.
25 again.
Yeah,
if I'm
facts.
fucking
Why would I wanna
100,
be
Well, then he's not going to want to go in the black hole.
you kind of raise a point. You kind of get Benjamin Button, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna stay here.
Actually, you know what we could do? We could just take him right now, throw him in an aging machine, and age him to 80 so we can toss him in tomorrow.
But then we're back to the spacefaring civilization issue.
Oh, we were
Yeah, we're not-
always there. That's, you're crazy for not assuming that from the beginning.
I guess so. I really guess so.
That was a
Yeah.
given.
But so Ananya would get thrown into a black hole. How about you?
No. God, no.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
You?
On the right day.
No, but I'm
On the right day,
getting back
okay.
to-
Guys, we're going to
Interstellar.
counseling. We're
Better
2 of
than cable
3 ready
counseling
to toss
episode.
themselves into oblivion.
Why do half of the hosts on the show want to throw themselves in black holes?
Yeah,
Parse,
yeah,
would
this
you go?
You better say no.
No, I definitely would not.
Oh,
I definitely
thank
would
God.
Not. But
Okay,
like,
we're-
the only
split down the
reason
middle.
The
that
man.
going in a black hole was safe in that scenario was because the fifth dimensional beings actually manipulated that for
Maybe.
space.
You don't
No,
know.
I mean
No,
that's
yeah.
called a
No, that's what
magical
they did.
third act.
Yeah.
That's
No,
called
that's
this.
100%
The movie had to wrap up.
You
There's
don't
no
know.
scientific ending for
Facts.
that.
The whole
that's
point is no one knows, though. No one knows what's beyond the event horizon.
I'm just saying what happened in
one
the
knows.
movie. That's what happened in the movie.
Maybe they sent something in there.
You got a point?
You never know.
Okay,
Maybe
look.
Christopher Nolan was visited
There's not gonna be a
by
room of-
genius
there's no
aliens
way
in the
to
middle
be
of the night, and they told him what happens.
It was the same guy. Who made
I
Black
buy
Widow.
more into the theory of
I'm
like
not-
there could
I
be a
think
white hole.
you'd be making
on
more
the other side.
elevated works.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting if there was a white hole on the other side of a black hole. You know, and then you're just getting thrown into a different universe.
You know.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be interesting.
Well, like,
Come burning out of the
yeah, I
sun.
was about to say, like, wouldn't you like die as you came out? Because isn't a white hole like hot energy? Like with the like
Well, what are you calling
Yeah.
a white hole?
that part too, but not even
A white
that.
hole, a dwarf, a neutron star, a quasar. What is a white
Hold on,
hole?
So technically, I think technically there can be an existence of a white hole. Wait, let me get
No,
the real
because a
definition.
black
My man
hole's
said,
not
let me
even
Google
black.
this shit real quick.
You just can't see light from it because it
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
absorbs
that's what I'm
all
saying.
light.
So a white
Yeah,
hole
it's
would just
dark.
be an immense amount of light
Yeah,
in my
so
mind.
But then it's
hypothetical
just a
plus
star.
object
That's what I'm saying. And
expands
it's like
outward
so is our
space
sun
singularity.
A white
It's
hole.
energy.
Is our sun truthfully, if you could make it through the sun, would you end up in a
it's a
black hole on
time-
the other side? I think
A white hole
what
is
he's saying
no,
would propose
no.
that.
God,
What he's
no.
saying would propose
It's
that theory. Like,
It's a time reversed black hole. So it's an inverted black hole. Like it's a time reversed one. So instead of eating energy, it
Gives
like
off.
expels energy. And
But
so
they-
that's like the theoretical framework.
that's
I
the
think that
fucking
came
sun.
from
It
Einstein.
expels energy.
It came from Einstein.
Okay, hear me out. Maybe we got a new theory here.
But
No, I'm just
no,
saying.
but it's just they're talking about a quasar basically or a star.
No, because we don't know where a black hole goes. That's the
No,
whole point, right? So
we
this
don't.
this
But
would
we
go
don't
into
know-
specifically a separate universe. That's what the theory is.
I'm
Is
hearing
that
a new
it would
theory.
open into a separate universe
And
and
we're
then
in
shoot
the-
out all the
Shoot
energy
the
that's
energy
absorbed,
out.
Or
basically.
it's
So we go into a star blowing up. On the other side of a black hole would be a
would
blowing
be
up
like-
star.
It would be like
would
a
just be
bunch of
shooting
stars.
out
It would be
energy
shooting
from a
bunch
hole.
of shit out.
Like
or
a
it's
hole
just making
like
this
fucking
really solid
shooting energy
nugget
out of-
in the center.
That's kind of boring. Though.
It's like a lot of
Like
matter.
what if it's just making a little nugget in the center?
The hardest squeeze nugget
No,
ever.
it would be more like it would be like
Squeeze
similar to
nugget
the
of
Big
time,
Bang.
space, and universe.
It would be like whatever happened at the Big Bang, but like on a smaller level. Let's say.
Yeah, so like, would it be like literally like a universal creation on the other side of a black hole?
No.
Like you
Yeah,
get shot
that's-
out a black hole, and it's all the
what they're
shit that
saying.
was inside that, like getting
Yeah.
sucked into that black hole,
Yeah.
getting shot somewhere else to make
Different
a new
dimension,
universe.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Or not a
And then
universe,
since
but like
I disagree. Because then our universe would
smaller.
be shrinking and it's expanding.
no, but the matter is getting depleted by the black hole still though.
No, but
just
you
matter in
can't
the area.
deplete
But I
matter.
think, but hold on, but this is this.
It
is.
But then hold on, that
Matter
goes
is
in.
fun.
But hold on, I was about to say that goes into the different dimension theory he's talking about. You're right. Within our where we are, that matter cannot be created or destroyed.
That
But if
black
this
hole
black
contains its
hole
own
is
universe.
going to a different universe,
It
you
goes
are
to its own
adding
universe.
matter
You
to
are not
another universe and
destroying
removing.
it.
But that's what I think.
Yeah,
Because
you're
no. What
moving
I'm
it.
saying is
It's
now
not-
what he's proposing is that black hole
removed
is
from the universe.
sucking matter out of our
Yeah.
universe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Literally.
Because if it's sucking matter out of our universe and depositing it to another universe, then that would be the actual destruction of matter in our universe. Like it's actually getting removed from here.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's just the sun. Maybe it's not
New theory
transferring
alert.
matter.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Somebody,
Oh, no,
who are the
different
science
thing.
people?
This would be
How do we
shooting
get Neil
out.
deGrasse Tyson on the phone?
Why shooting? And the sun shoots out a ton of shit.
Okay, so it's an inverted time black hole, right? So right when things fall into a black hole, they're falling as they get closer, they're falling at high speed, right? And eventually they get to such a high speed that they turn into pure energy, right? And that's what causes that like event horizon where you see like that mass of energy like revolving around the black hole, right? So it'd be the inverse of that, right? So then it would be literally just shooting out energy like that, right? In the inverse of that.
The event horizon just happens because the gravity is stronger than the speed of light, and light can't escape it.
Yeah, but the
No,
light
but there's-
is
there's
energy.
an-
Yeah, you're watching the light.
No, but
You're
there's
watching
an
the
ephem-
energy go around.
I can't remember what it's called, but there's like an energy disk that surrounds a black hole as it's literally absorbing matter
It's just
around it, right?
part of the
Because
gravity
it
field.
Crushes,
Yeah.
it crushes down the matter so much that it just turns into pure energy, right? And that pure energy slowly like revolves like a whirlpool into the black hole, right? Basically. So it'd be like the inverse of that,
What
right?
if,
So
like,
whatever's
black
happening there is
holes
the
are
exact
just like
inverse.
whatever our gods are making new like save maps. They're just like, yo, you gotta like take a little bit of universe from over here
Hold.io.
to make a new
Hold.io.
Minecraft world on this side.
Hold.io.
And we're actually just like we're like world like 3.0 or some shit, and like there were some before us and some after us.
I mean, dude, if Nana's down, dude, let's just throw him in and tell him to find out, bro.
Crazy word. Well, if we throw you in, then you can make the bookcases that somebody can go through and talk to their daughter through.
Yep,
Somebody's got to
yeah.
make those.
Facts.
Or the fifth dimensional beings will have them ready for you.
Well, so the thing
Yeah.
is,
But
he's-
I don't
he's
know
gonna
if
be
you're
the fifth
chosen,
dimensional
so
They got me. I'm the
Yeah.
chosen
Is he
the chosen one?
I'm the chosen one.
I don't know if you're chosen then.
being. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like that is how you achieve the next plane of existence. Go through a black hole.
Yeah, go through dimensions.
Send it.
Well, I mean, you're gonna be like none of us are gonna be able to communicate.
Start
with
one.
you. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Create one.
I mean, if I could create a black hole, I would. Like, don't get
That
me
would be
wrong.
cool.
Just sacrifice the entire world.
I mean, like,
No, the only
It's
way to
just the world.
communicate is
There's
if
other
you
ones.
do like some kind of like what are they called? Why am I blanking on the freaking physics terms today, dude?
because of
You know when
physics
like
terms.
two particles are like entangled. There we go. If you have
That's
two
the word you're
entangled
looking
particles,
for?
that's the only that was the only. So if you have two entangled particles, you could technically send information. I think out of a black hole. I think that's the
Hey.
only way.
So all I'm hearing is we're gonna send it on you, and he's gonna stream till the camera cuts off.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Everyone
camera will
seems
cut
to-
off quick for
That'd be
us.
very quick.
Yeah,
Pretty much
It's-
right away.
maybe it's like maybe
Radio
it's like the
waves
movie
are not
Contact.
as fast as the speed of light. Like
Maybe it's
radio
like the
waves
movie
will get
Contact,
pulled
where they
into
pull
it.
them back in like 2 minutes, but there's like 30 hours of footage.
That was okay. That wasn't a black hole. That they built a machine.
Yeah, I don't remember what the fuck it was.
It was like a teleportation machine.
Well, I mean, the same people who worked on that movie are the same people who worked on Interstellar.
Yeah.
That movie is the birth of Interstellar. So I mean, maybe there's some science in there. If that's the guide, then that's the draft to the guide.
Oh, dude, remember, love transcends space and time, dude.
Oh yeah,
That's
dude.
the lesson. from
Yeah, bro.
Interstellar,
Like,
dude.
look, if you ever get stuck in space time, look for your dad on a beach. That's really what I learned from that movie.
Like, Nate, remember love when you go in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I love.
But like, tell me Interstellar doesn't have the exact same resolution. Like, if you ever get in a black hole, look for your daughter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's like
She'll save
in her
you.
bookshelf. Like,
Your daughter will figure out gravity, dude.
those movies do
all
have
good.
the exact same ending.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. For real. For real.
it's pretty crazy. Yeah, true.
All right.
Yeah. What shit are we dropping this week? What videos?
Oh, there's some heat dropping. Literally heat.
That's crazy.
Literally heat
Oh,
trapping.
I think I get the joke now. Oh,
You
shit.
felt the
I
heat.
was late.
Yo. But
That's
yeah.
Yeah,
crazy,
no,
man.
Josh made it entertaining, man.
I did.
Yeah,
Check that
just
out.
a little bit.
Sent it
I'm glad I
recently.
did. I'm glad I could. Top of my head was sweating.
Next time we got to do shots of it.
Honestly,
Ooh.
fuck it.
I'm not.
Yeah,
No,
no,
it's like,
honestly,
if you put me on a
don't check
camera
that.
for like more than 10 minutes, at some point I'm like, well, I'm just acting for people who aren't here.
Yeah, facts.
So it's like I just
Facts.
got to do something because I'm
Facts.
like, ugh, what would I want to see if I was at home?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
100%.
so I do the shots, but the camera's got to be turned on. I'm not doing it
Yeah.
with the camera off.
Yeah.
There's no point. You just do that
Facts.
for friends. The fuck?
Facts.
No,
I
you got
will
nothing
not.
to prove.
They'll kill me.
I got nothing to prove. I'm trying to prove myself to internet strangers.
Yeah.
Are you out of hot sauce yet?
No, there's still
I can't imagine.
there's
he would
still a
be.
lot there.
If he was out of
there's
that
no
hot
way.
sauce, that is
Dude,
when we need to
that'd be
check on him.
wild.
Like,
Yeah,
that is
that'd
like,
be wild.
are you okay? You just need to feel something.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be wild. That'd be
Just
so
wanted to feel
crazy.
something,
you
bro.
need to
He was
feel
not-
something.
God,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
2 weeks, 3 bottles.
2 weeks, 3 bottles
weeks,
of like all 11
Of like
Scoville
yeah,
hot
just like
sauce. Yeah.
crazy
You
hot
check in on
sauce.
that person.
The toilet
Oh.
would
You
be
check in
wrecked
on them. Yeah.
every day, dude. The
Yeah.
toilet would be wrecked.
It would just
Oh,
be like,
man.
you can't put hot sauce on everything, dude. Like,
Yeah.
you're not okay. Like,
God damn.
Dude, our group chat after was freaking hilarious.
it was real life. You
We're
know?
all like, "Oh, it's hidden, bro. It's hidden."
It was like, you dying? I'm dying. You dying? I'm dying. Like,
Dropped.
that music video that I worked on that day should be dropping soon.
Hey.
I'm exporting the final tonight. I exported the final 3 times already, but now this is the final. So
Hey.
Ooh.
Facts.
that is what I hate about music videos. It is the revisions at the end
Yeah.
because they're not an easy video to go in and be like, well, I can just fix that one frame.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, working on it. It's super vibey and it's got themes and shit. So like when it drops, I'll post about it.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Yeah. I want to see that.
Hell yeah. I'll send you all a copy of one of the finals. Like, I'll just send it to the chat.
Facts.
Facts.
But yeah. Anything else dropping? Oh, the Best Prince of 2024. Is that what
Oh,
just
yeah.
came out on the channel?
Yo,
Check that
that's
out.
live.
That's live right
That's
now.
live.
Yeah. I just watched that. That shit
Hell
was
yeah.
good.
Parse, you dropped some iPod
yeah, no.
content.
I dropped some iPod content that's doing well, so check it out if you haven't. I'm gonna drop more iPod related stuff soon, so that stuff's coming.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we did a One Piece live yesterday, so check that out.
Yeah, check
hey,
that
I'm
out.
definitely check that out. I didn't know they dropped. What channel y'all just streamed that on?
No, his channel.
Okay, I gotta turn on notifications for that. I don't think I got live notifications on for you.
Yeah. That
Oh,
show's
yeah.
lit.
Fuck yeah. Well, y'all got shit y'all can watch from
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
What quote we in the note on?
Someone quote me up.
Quote me up.
No,
got a quote.
come on.
I don't think anyone's ever asked me to quote them up. You should say that next time you need like a quote at like a car place or something. Just quote me up.
No. They'll be like, okay.
Yeah, they will take advantage of you. They'll be like, okay, shit. Like, this guy's so excited about the quote.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell them everything, dude.
Anybody got something? What's anybody got some famous people? Some cool famous people who said some
I
cool
mean,
shit?
most of our quotes are by famous people, hence the quote.
Yeah,
So,
well,
Yeah.
can we quote some normal people? Anybody got some normal people quotes?
Normal people quotes.
I got quotes from high
All right,
school,
I
but
got-
they're all terrible. Our
Hi,
teacher said things you
my
can't say on
name's
the
I got
internet.
Jeff.
I got one that's real simple if we want to do that one.
You got a simple quote? Is it going to be... Did you say, hi, my name is Jeff?
Yeah.
I just processed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
that
he
was
did.
weird.
He did. He did.
I'm sure someone said it, though. You're right. Like, someone's definitely said it.
That's actually, it's from like a movie or something.
Oh, so it's famous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Parse us with a simple quote.
All right. If you're hungry, eat.
Hey.
No one ever said that.
No one ever said
Luffy said that.